Hey guys, it's Airpod 15 here. Welcome to another episode of What's on My Mind. Yeah, sorry for no intro today. I'm just been busy with other things, and as you can notice, I've cut my hair, so I've been busy all day with the other projects. But yeah, I'm working on my new show, the Collector Show, which is gonna be a movie, game, comic book, and NBA review. This is starting December 1st, so I've been busy with some videos for that, and those will be uploaded on December 1st, and that's obviously going to be a daily blog as well. So yeah, and today's episode of What's on My Mind is going to be all about movie remakes. Now, in my opinion, movie remakes are a bad idea. The reason for this is because movie remakes are only designed just for one purpose, to make money. And Hollywood is really running out of ideas. They're taking movies that are classics and they're rebooting them just because they need extra cash. And I don't think that's a great idea. If a movie's a classic, they should stay a classic and not be touched at all. I do not want to see RoboCop remade into a new movie where it's completely different from what the original was all about. Instead, they should focus on making a fourth installment and bringing back old characters and possibly bringing back Peter Weller. I know it's tough to get because he's not acting anymore, but with these days with special effects, we can get digitally creative and digitally create a character to play the part. And so, in my opinion, movie remakes are a bad idea. Sometimes they're good because they do things in the remakes that weren't thought of before the other before in the classics. But other times, movie remakes are not a great idea because they just don't follow the same storyline that the previous movie they did. I mean, what's next? Is Back to the Future gonna be remade? I mean, I don't want to see that. Classics should stay classics. If Hollywood is looking for ideas, they should focus on movies that weren't such a big hit and redo those ones. Like RoboCop, for example. RoboCop 1 was such a big hit. Why waste their time rebooting the first one when they can fix the second one and redo the number 3 completely? And then that'll be so much better because that'll have a better trilogy than what they're planning of making RoboCop into a 3D movie, which to me is just a gayest idea you can ever think of. And Hollywood is also running ideas for creative ideas now. They're taking ideas that doesn't make sense. Like they're making movies based on board games and video games and TV shows and everything that you basically grew up loving is going to be turned into a film. I mean, seriously? What is all of this? I don't want us to see a Monopoly movie. How is that going to be possible? I don't want us to see a Stretch Armstrong movie. I don't want us to see uh, some kind of video game, like a Pong video game, for example, movie. That would be just the worst thing ever. Because all day long you just see you'll see the 2 points hitting the ball back and forth, and then that'll be the whole movie, and people will actually go to see this crap. So yeah, Hollywood should really focus on working on sequels that are good sequels, not sequels that people thought, hey, we should do this sequel because the sequels make money. No, they should focus on sequels that are left behind that never got made. Look at Ace Ventura. They did 1 and 2, and then people thought, is Jim Carrey gonna do Ace Ventura 3? He was gonna do it, but then he changed his mind, and then they went to do the number 3 without him, and look what happened. It went straight to DVD. My advice to Hollywood: do not make movies that don't have the original cast. If you're gonna do sequels, do not make the sequel without the original cast in the other movies. Like, what kind of movie would Transformers be in the number 3 version, number the 3 installment, without Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox and everybody else from the first two movies? It just wouldn't work. People are this disrespect to these movie franchises that have started from the 80s, like Transformers, for example, because they're not accurate to what they grew up. Well, I'm sorry, but they are based on what the world is today. So when you saw Optimus Prime with flames on his body, a lot of people will criticize that that's not the way Prime looks, but you have to admit that they're making the Transformers look what they would look in today's world if they were real. Same goes with Spider-Man and every other great character that you grew up loving. So yeah, movie remakes are a bad idea, and they're only designed for making revenue. And if you gotta do a remake, make sure it's right. And if you honestly want to do a remake, remake something that was black and white a long time ago. Nobody remembers seeing it, and bring it back into theaters because that way people will remember about it. Like if you're gonna do a movie based on something that people know about and they enjoyed, then a lot of people are not gonna be interested. I mean, like okay, King Kong, it was a big hit back in when it first came out. It was a big black and white movie, and then when Peter Jackson got hold of it and made it into a live action blockbuster movie, it was criticized for being too long, and the story didn't make much sense, and it just didn't do so well. And now you can find it for a very cheap price for the DVD. I mean, movies like that should not classic movies should not be touched. I don't want to see an E.T. remake. I don't want to see a Back to the Future remake or a RoboCop remake or a Star Wars remake. All these classic movies should stay classic. Hollywood, if you're listening to me, please do not touch the classic movies. Focus on future movies that have not been done yet, and come up with some new ideas for movies. I don't. When I hear these ideas for movies, I'm thinking to myself like, what is going through Hollywood's mind? Like, I don't want to see a movie about Bazooka Joe, the famous gum that a lot of people back in the day when they were young used to eat. I don't want to see movies about something that doesn't totally make sense. So remakes should stay away from classics, and remakes should focus on movies that were so bad that they didn't even get a chance to be in the theaters, like Ace Ventura 3, and who knows what will be next. So that's all I have to say for today's episode of What's on My Mind. Join me tomorrow. We'll have a fresh new topic. Until then, it's the AirPod 15, and I'm out.